Hello, everyone. My name is Mandy Young Sweeney, and I am the chairperson for the Himmler House Project. Today, we are having our book launch for The Making of an American. It's autobiography of Mr. Martin Himmler, and we are blessed today to have Kenny Townsend here. He is the Himmler House's architect. He is a graduate from the School of Architecture at the University of Tennessee, and would just like to welcome him here. Kenny, can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with the project, your history with the project?
Absolutely. Started, about 4 years ago, and came and visited for the first time, and it's been, creating a architectural record of the existing conditions of the property itself, and then also giving my recommendations as far as completion of restoring and so on from that point. And then it's just been being a consultant for the project from that point on.
Okay. And as far as your recommendations, what are some things that you see that need to be done with the project?
At this point, it's going to be a lot of securing what's left and what's still available for historical purposes. And then at that point, it will launch back into the rebuilding of the project.
Okay. And as far as your continuing role with the project and you advising, you'll be working with the contractor, that's correct?
Yes.
Okay, and our contractor for the project is Mark White and Commonwealth Construction, and him and Kenny will be working together pretty closely then?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Kenny, you have any other things you want to say about the?
I'd just like to thank everybody for the opportunity. It's kind of a unique situation to be involved in. It's just a beautiful part of the country. It's such a unique story and opportunity to be involved in.
Okay, great. And thank you very much for coming up here from Knoxville.
I didn't know that till today. Well, you have done this before, so. We got the book approximately 14 years ago, but we didn't know if the autobiography was really out there until one day his two nephews and one's wife dropped in here at the Historical Society, and they wanted to go over to see the area around where their Uncle Martin had mines and the village and all of that. So we spent the day taking them over there and showing them around, and they were really impressed with what he had done 100 years ago. All the modern conveniences that we enjoy today, he already had it going 100 years ago. Running water, bathrooms, electricity, schools, all of that. It was just a village. It was a Hungarian village, I guess you'd call it. But they had all the things that these people in cities had, So anyway, we were over here at Miss Ida's eating lunch, and he told me about the autobiography that Mr. Himmler had written, and it had fallen to him as an heir when Mr. Himmler died. And I asked him if we could have that for the Historical Society, and he was kind of concerned because we'd only been in here 4 or 5 years and had been organized 4 or 5 years, and he was kind of concerned about letting it out to an organization that young, I guess you'd say. So after we talked a while and ate a while and visited a while, he told me, he said he would let me have it to make copies from if I would be responsible for it. And I promised him I would, and he said he wanted the original back, which was written on that old paper like onion skin or something. And I told him I'd send it back. So he mailed it to me, to my personal address, because he was making me responsible. And George McBride made 2 copies for us. And I mailed it back to him and thanked him and told him how appreciative we were. And after I read the book, I told him that I thought it would make a good book to publish. And if he cared if we would pursue that, and he said, yes, go ahead and do what we wanted to with it, that his family would not do anything with it. So Amy and I talked about it a while, and Amy realized that Kathy Corbin was a retired English teacher from Morehead State University, and she's related to both of our husbands, Jimmy Dale and my husband, on the Cassidy side. And so we called her, and she and Tom came up. They looked at the book, and she took a copy back with her, which left us the other copy. And she started going through it and talking to people about it down there, knew stuff about books. And they said it had to be retyped in form that they would be more, you know, the publishers would look at, I guess you'd say. And so she started typing it. Being an English teacher, she knew what it needed to get it flowing good. And she pursued publishers. We had many refusals. Even UK refused to publish it. And finally, University of Tennessee said they would publish it for us. And they started working on it last year. And it's just now published. October 26th, we got our first book. So that's how we got it. It was Mr. Himmler's well, it's his nephew and great-nephew. And they told us to do what we that wanted to with it. So I told him that I thought we would pursue making a movie after reading the book. I thought it'd make a good movie. So now we're going to try to get the producing companies, the film, to look at it and hopefully make a movie. Won't that be good? They'll probably come here and film it in Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky. So hopefully we can get this film director in here. We've had 20th Century Fox in here for Kentucky Woman, so maybe they'll come back. Anyway. Anyway, we're going to really pursue it like we did the publishers. I mean, you just have, when you get turned down, you just have to keep going to another one. And I don't know how many that I went through before I even got Kathy in on it. And they wouldn't even talk about it. So now we got the book, and I think it's a good book. I'm sure you all will enjoy it. It's history. It's not that we're uplifting Mr. Himmler so much. It's the history that this part of our area is blessed with, because to me, it's a wonderful story. It tells about his struggles, and sometimes he was a hobo, and sometimes he was a millionaire. And I think it's interesting, he became a millionaire in just a few years. He came in 1907 and became a millionaire in 1920-something, so he was ambitious, and he loved America. He really loved America. And everybody that came over from Hungary to work in the mines, he made them go through the nationalization process, which they had to do then, but he made them take allegiance to be American. And you all know any producers? Let me know. That's how we come by the book. It was his two nephews. Mr. Hertz from Michigan was the one that had it, and he let us make copies and produce it, or publish it. Thank you.
Do you mind if I say just a little something just to add to that?
No, go ahead, Nick.
And I haven't read the whole book either, but to me, it's the heart thing is no matter, you know, his money, he was always seemed focused on his family and then his friends and taking care of them in some way. It seemed what I've read so far.
Yeah.
I really appreciated that part too.
He loved the Hungarian people, but he loved America
Yeah.
too. I was told, I'm not sure by whom, that he was taking so many people to Ashland to get them, you know, certified, whatever you call it, as American citizens, that they finally got tired of it and gave him the authority to go ahead and declare that they were citizens of the United States.
To save them the trip to
To
Ashland.
save them a trip to Ashland. Because he required everyone that worked in the mines to become an American citizen.
So, looking ahead, we here at the Martin County Historical Genealogical Society, we are looking to preserve our history, our rich, colorful history here in Martin County. And as we preserve the history for future generations, we're also looking to the future and what our history can teach us and what our history can do for us here. And part of our history here is what Martin Himmler has brought to the stage here in Martin County. We've discussed him being a visionary, and we are wanting to preserve his vision of the American dream here for Martin County. And by that, we're looking towards the Himmler House as a place that will be a convention center, a cultural center, and a hub of tourism, being a part of the trails that we're wanting to establish here in Martin County for tourists to come in. And they will have the house there to connect with other tourist capabilities here in the county as we proceed and go on with that, such as kayaking, different events that we're looking at hosting, maybe doing a campground here in Martin County, because Martin County is beautiful. There are places that would hold up to anybody's standards as being a beautiful place here. And we want to showcase Martin County, and a part of that showcase, the Himmler House will play a role in, a key role in showing what Martin County has to offer. Martin Himmler practiced hospitality, and he believed in networking and bringing people in here to Martin County, and that's what we hope that this future Himmler House will do as well. We are looking to show hospitality to the world and bring them here to Martin County and see what we've got here. And we, at the Martin County Historical Society, we're very tenacious, aren't we, Evelyn? Evelyn has worked hard at getting this book brought about, and here it is. It's a vision of hers to being published, and her and many others have worked to get it established. And I just want to take a minute and thank all of our volunteers here. It has taken all of you to get us to this point. And we are so appreciative of the work that you've done, and just listening to us. I'll go on all the time about everything. We really do appreciate it.
Make us something, bake us something.
It takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a whole county sometimes to get a house going. And that's what we're going to do with this Himmler House. And just thank you all so much for the role that you've been playing and continue to play. I know some of you will help us with what we endeavor to do. And the future of Martin County will be a part of this house. We hope that this house will be able to bring back what it once did. And that's our vision. And thank you all very much. We hope that you have a wonderful evening here, and thank you for buying the book. And Creekside, thank you for coming.
And all the other stuff did for us.
Oh, yeah. They wrote a song about Himmlerville, and
They're
that's
gonna do it
special to us
tonight,
too. That's special to us. Thank you.
You want to show the video now?
I'm trying to think what to do.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Was going to show a video, but my other computer has crashed that had the video on it. So, and I don't know where another disc is, if there is another disc.
If you we dream big,
Praying for a new dawn.
come on home to Martin County. Welcome home. Thank you.
That's a good job, bro.
That was a warm-up.
You want to introduce this, Miss Lisa?
Well, this one was actually introduced a little bit earlier, but welcome to Himmlerville is the next thing we're going to do. And we so are excited that the book, is being released as of tonight. And this song, of course, we did for the Historical Society and the great project and great work that they've done. So. Our coal miner a little slow. Sorry. She's getting old. It's been a rough day.
The 1920s, as we were told, was a roaring era. An era where anyone who sought the American dream could find it. The American dream could be achieved by anyone and everyone. They could be rich or poor, American or New American. The sky was the limit, and Martin Himmler, a Hungarian peasant, came looking for his destiny. He brought his vision and envision to the hills of eastern Kentucky, as well as bringing his fellow Hungarians. His vision was to make men not owners of wealth, but owners of their own destiny. Welcome to Himmlerville. embrace the American dream with great purpose by sharing with other Hungarian immigrants, a treasure worth preserving.
You'd never wanna leave if you had ever lived.
Brother, now where you come from the top, buddy.
I believe Donald liked it.
Yeah. Good luck.
This is one of our favorite songs to do, and it was written by Mr. Rainey Priest here. And we love for him to do it.
I think a lot of you can probably reflect on this one, Bruce Young.
Yeah.
This song is for you.
Yeah.
It was late on Saturday evening in a little country home. Mom was in the kitchen heating water on the stove. We all knew just what that meant. We're poor, but we're not dumb. It's time again for a weekly bath, and it would do no good to run. Them girls, they got to get in first, that water piping hot. You could see the steam rising when she poured that final pot. A brand new bar of ivory soap, just white as it could be. Them girls got in and they commenced to wash them dirty feet. It was a rising tub full of cold gray water, a large bar of soap and a dirty little brother. No need to be bashful or to worry about your pride, 'cause the whole world can see you when you back outside. Well, before too long it was our turn. Mom called out to me, "You boys jump in now, get your masks," whilst you could still see. Well, we could see all right, and we could tell what the dirty girls had done. They'd left their dirt, their hair, their scum just floating in that tub. It was a rousing tub full of cold gray water, a large bar of soap and a dirty little brother. No need to be bashful or to worry about your pride, 'cause the whole world can see you when you're back outside. Well, everything is different, and it's something how things have changed. Well, I appreciate the memories and the way that I was raised. Some men say that you can't go back, and sometimes that really saddens me. But then I think about those weekly baths and them girls with dirty knees. It was a rising tub full of cold gray water, large bar of soap and a dirty little brother. No need to be bashful or to worry about your pride, 'cause the whole world can see you when you back outside.
I told him that was pretty historical.
That's a good job, Ray. Pretty hysterical, wasn't it?
That was part of our history, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't just one and fell by it.
Old gospel song for real.
People still, they cheat and lie for wealth and wine. It will buy. Don't they know on the judgment day that gold and silver will melt away? I'd rather be in a deep dark grave
by our bass player about a lot of the things that people around here love to do. Ride their side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and all that.
Heading up the holler in her four-wheel drive. Into the creek, we're just taking a ride. Splashing water, throwing rocks, having fun with our friends. Hoping this will last forever. Pray it never ends. We're creaking it. Hey, 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 we're creaking it. We're creaking it. I said we're creaking it. Where the rubber leaves the road and the water's always cold, we're creaking it, creaking it. We see the sun setting, watch the moonlight in the sky. No reason to call it quits when it turns from day to night. Just hold a little tighter, let the stars fill up the sky. And I'll know where you're going till you get there by and by. We're creaking it, hey, 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 we're creaking it. We're creaking it. I say we're creaking it. Where the rubber leaves the road and the water's always cold, we're creaking it, creaking it. We're creaking it. Taking a ride. I say we're creaking it. Going side by side. Where the rubber leaves the road and the water's always cold, we're creaking it, creaking it.
Thanks.
One more, Edward, with that, good?
Whatever you want to do is okay with me. As long as we get out of here by in the morning. We gotta bring something. We gotta go to ladies and then.
Yeah.
Hey, sit down.
It's a song called With the New Pen, and it was kind of a group effort. We wrote it about hope for our communities.
Lots of pride in the head of these hollers where we lived so long on the coal miner's dollar. Now that dusty black cat grateful